right, hello everybody. So for those of you that haven't had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Ed Dillard. I'm the father of the bride. I have the pleasure of being the last speaker tonight, so I'm batting cleanup, and I'm not going to leave anybody on the bases. So what a great day it has been. Truly, hasn't it? There are some people I need to thank. So DJ Scott from Uptown Easy, he's your DJ. He'll be playing tonight. We've got Doug Media Productions in the house. They're doing the videography tonight. We have Michael Escobar Studios, the photographer. And we have Brandon, who is the wedding coordinator. So thank you so much for what you've done to make this night truly special. I want to also thank the Moore family and all their friends, because there's so many of you. And most of you traveled all the way from New York to be here this evening. So I know Dermot and Joan have been here before. For those of you that have not been to Wilmington, I want to welcome you here. Hopefully you can experience some Southern hospitality while you're here. I want to thank Danielle's family, the Dillards, family and friends. They also traveled some distance to be here within the same state. But we're so happy that you're here. It's good to have everybody together. Okay, we also have estimated 3.5 to 4 of you that are wedding crashers. So I won't ask you to stand. I'm not going to dime you out, because if you infiltrated this event, despite my daughter's strict seating chart and her close supervision, you deserve to be here. So let's hear it for the lucky couple, Mr. and Mrs. Moore. So it's been said that there's two kinds of luck. There's luck that is fortuitous, and there's luck that we make for ourselves. Both Terrence and I have experienced both kinds of luck. I am lucky for having such a wonderful daughter, and Terrence is lucky for having such a wonderful woman, beautiful inside and out, as his wife. And Danielle, you look absolutely beautiful tonight, as always. This is your night, and I know you're happy that it's finally here. So as your father, I've been dreaming about this night most of my life, at least for the last year since you guys were engaged. And I thought about what I would do to honor you tonight, and how we might hold it together. Key Chris, deliver the tissues. So I'm sorry I actually said that. I'm feeling a little presidential tonight. So Danielle, hopefully none of this will embarrass you like I have done several times over your life. But don't worry though, Terrence already bought the farm. Nothing I say or do here tonight will change that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my daughter. She was such a beautiful baby. Everyone should know that Danielle was mine and Sonia's first child. She was the first grandchild to our parents, and she was the first great-grandchild to our grandparents. As you can imagine, she got a lot of attention. She also was the first niece to 5 aunts and 2 uncles. We spoiled her every chance we got, and she enjoyed it. And she had a good run, about 7 years, until the dark ages came around 1995, when her brother Brad was born. And she had some cousins, and then Chris came along in 1999, but she had to share the attention after that. So Danielle, I am so happy that you're finally, again, getting the attention you deserve here tonight. So I thought about that. I didn't want to take any of the attention away from you, because that would be wrong, right? So you guys might have sensed a sudden release of estrogen and anxiety in my wife and my daughter just now. And it doesn't end now. So some other things about my daughter. Danielle is smart. She was extremely bright as a kid. She was accepted into a gifted program in elementary school, and she took the SAT around the age of 12. She always did well in school and scored in the top percentile of all achievement tests. When she was 4 or 5, I had her memorize 4 numbers, and I would ask her math problems that equaled those numbers in front of family members and friends. This always impressed our family, but she didn't really need to fake it because she was smart. When she was 13 or 14, I was taking an online IQ test to try to qualify for some nerdy intellectual society. Towards the end of the test was a math problem that offered a series of numbers with one number missing. You had to determine the relationship between each to determine the missing number. I was stumped for a good 5 minutes, running out of time. Danielle casually walked behind me, looked over my shoulder, and in a split second identified the correct answer. I never made it into that society, but if I ever try again, I know who needs to take the test for me. So here's a fun fact. Danielle likes to have fun. I know, it's a surprise, right? So Danielle has always been quite a party animal. When she was in high school, it was I who usually picked her up from high school events and dances. Being a Marine and perhaps an overprotective father, I always arrived early to pick her up. Almost always, she was the last one to leave the dance. Would make me wait in the car. I'd see the other kids come out. They would meet their parents and leave, and then I would wait. Danielle would finally come out. So I got tired of waiting, so I developed a strategy to help her move a little more fast. So what I did is I dressed up like Billy Ray Cyrus, put on my black Stetson, and I blared country music from my Mustang GT in the parking lot. So it was pretty funny watching a 14-year-old run in high heels to get to the car. But she always moved quickly after that. So another thing, Danielle is very creative. If you look around this room tonight, you will see many of her talents. She did the centerpieces, the flowers that the bridesmaids carried. She did the seating chart. I think she ordered most of the drinks. And anything else that anybody else did, she closely supervised us. So thanks for that. So over the years, she's been a good writer. She was always gifted at art, and she's always loved music. As in the case of most kids, Danielle's choices of music changed over the years. Nursery rhymes gave way to Vanilla Ice, the Spice Girls, the Backstreet Boys, anything emo, and then some weird loud stuff that people like to scream about. Pretty much everything except country. At times, it seemed like our personal relationship was progressing just like her music. It started out as nursery rhymes, and then it ended with us screaming at each other. And sometimes we did butt heads. I might have been a little too protective and overly focused on my career, Whether through necessity or circumstance, Danielle became very independent, strong-willed, opinionated, and determined to do her own thing, which she often did. And in the blink of an eye, she was no longer a kid and had grown into a beautiful woman. The woman she has become is an incredible person. She is extremely hardworking, a loving mother, a devoted partner, and a good friend to many. She completed her bachelor's degree while working and as a mother. The things I didn't appreciate about her when she was younger, her strong will, her determination, her independence, are exactly the things that make me admire her today. So Danielle, I am truly blessed to be your father. Your mom and I are so proud of your accomplishments, the woman you have become, and the loving mother you are to sweet Amelia. We know that you will be a wonderful wife. So, how do you give away such a wonderful daughter? Quick show of hands, who's gave their daughters away in here? I know there's a couple. Oh, wow, okay. I guess there's 3 of us. All right. When a dad thinks about the kind of man that he wants to marry his daughter, you can approach it 2 ways. You can make a list of things you want, or you can do like I did, and you can make a list of things you don't want. So I like to call this my bad list, or the comprehensive quality traits of all Danielle's last boyfriends. So I'm just joking. She's only had a couple of boyfriends. They never seem to work out. May God have mercy on their souls. Then along came Terrence. He made my good list. There's only 2 things on my good list. I wanted someone for Danielle that loved her more than himself, and I wanted someone that treated her like a queen. And Terrence does both, and he does them very well. So almost a year ago, Terrence and Danielle came over to our house, and he asked if he could speak to me outside. I thought he wanted to talk to me again about his beloved Philadelphia Eagles. I didn't mean to let the cat out of the bag, Terrence. But instead, he asked me if he had my blessing to marry Danielle. I obviously said yes. I know that asking for a father's blessing is the tradition, but I don't think that is common in today's society. But Terrence is a classy dude. They say you can judge the quality of an apple by the quality of the tree, and vice versa. And I can tell Dermot and Joan, you raised one hell of a son. Over the past several years, I've observed just how amazing he is. A hard worker, a devoted son and friend to all of his family, an amazing father, mentor, and coach to Amelia, and above all else, a devoted partner in the love of my daughter's life. So Terrence, as you continue to love and care for Danielle and Amelia, I'll offer you some advice. Just a few things I picked up over 34 years of marriage to the woman most like your wife. The secret to a good marriage is to be a little deaf. Most hard questions can be best answered with a simple, yes, dear. And finally, never laugh at your wife's choices, because remember, she chose you. So I hope you know how happy Sonia and I for both of you. May your days together and your life ahead be filled with nothing but happiness and love. Terrence, son, welcome to the family. take your seats. It's not over yet. So I'm sorry that I'm going to have two climaxes in the same speech, but I wanted to put something together for Terrence and Danielle. I thought about doing some weird, kooky father-daughter dance, but frankly, I can't dance, and Danielle inherited both my left feet. And hold on one second. Boom.